right, we're back here for the second match. I'm here with Ashley Taruk, a junior captain, outside hitter for Woodbridge High School, and Dylan Maltez from Colonia High School, also a junior who does his own broadcast for the Colonia High School basketball team. We're here at Woodbridge High School for the Autism Awareness Acceptance Program. These three teams are playing in, and Colonia defeated JFK in the first match, which was very exciting. Ashley and Dylan will tell you about it. And now we have Woodbridge, the host school, against Colonia. Ashley, Dylan, take it away.
Here we go. It's Colonia versus Woodbridge. I mean, I feel like it's going to be a really good match. Colonia just playing JFK. They're already kind of warm. And Woodbridge hopping right into it after their warm-up. See if they can really pull this one off against Colonia. I mean, the rivalry is definitely there.
Yeah, it's exciting now to have so much action going on, under one roof. It's really cool. Dylan, your take on the game? You're a Colonia guy. What'd you see in the first match, and what do you think about this one?
Colonia absolutely dominated the first game, but JFK definitely gave Colonia a run for their money. I do think Woodbridge will have a chance and an advantage in this second game. While Colonia is a little fresh, they might be not having as much gas as Woodbridge. Colonia might be a little bit tired here.
Yeah, I mean, Woodbridge coming right off of watching that Colonia JFK game. I mean, they've been watching, seeing how Colonia's been playing. Same for when they play JFK as well. I mean, JFK has an advantage here watching Woodbridge play and getting a little break after that loss there in that first game.
Yeah, and I think in that first game, especially the last two sets, they kind of went neck and neck there.
Yeah,
so you have to wonder, and you, Ashley, as a player, is there a fatigue factor?
Definitely. I mean, going 3 sets in general, usually you only play 2. And when you play really good teams, I mean, it's going to be really close. And playing 3 sets in general as the first game, and then Colonia playing again right after, I mean.
And there's that was the honorary serve commemorating what this game is all about.
And that's number 99, Krish. Great serve by Krish there. Getting claps from all over the Colonia bench. Doing a great job there. Yeah,
he was very excited about that. And that's really good sportsmanship shown by both teams.
And that's what it's all about here. Showing love.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Woodbridge starting off with that serve, float serve. That's a left-handed float serve. Can't pick it up by Colonia. That results in an ace for Woodbridge. Way to start it off, number 1 for Woodbridge here, Danny.
It's a little closer to your heart there, right, Ashley? These are your guys.
Yeah.
They're all Barons like you.
Yeah, they're definitely, I know almost every single one of them. They're a great team. That's a little long there by Dan. That's a 2-0 lead by Woodbridge. Maybe Colonia a little fatigued here.
The judge out there had to do a little dance to get out of the way of that one.
Yeah, I mean, that one's coming real fast. I mean, your job is to stay put, but I mean, when it's coming at you, I'd move too.
Yeah, I'm with you.
An absolute bullet off the hands of Daniel Lukowski there, but Woodbridge still gets the points, 2-0. Great start for the Barons.
Call actually a overrule for that one. It's going to be 1-1 net on Woodbridge, trying to block Dan.
Wow.
What exactly happened there?
I think maybe a net call. Maybe someone touched the net. Late call on that. I see that's usually doesn't happen, but I mean, it results in a Colonia point, 1-1 tied.
Matt Bum will start.
Deep topspin. Great pass by Jeffrey to libero for Woodbridge. Little push over the net. It's a great spot. Couldn't pick that one up. Point right back.
Yeah, we watched that whole first match with Colonia being scored as the Barons. Now the Barons are playing, so it's a little tough here.
Yeah, Jeffrey serving great float.
Oh,
there comes Dan here. That's a great set. No block on that one. Got to get double block on that one.
Daniel Lukowski soaring into the sky there and getting the big spike.
Actually, I think you guys, his shoulders were over the net. He was up so high. My goodness.
Really gets up there. His vertical is insane.
Yeah.
And that arm swing is like a whip. Comes real hard at you. Great float serve. Trouble from the freshman Danny and results in an ace.
And of course, Daniel couldn't do anything about that. He was waiting for one of his players to hopefully get the ball, but couldn't get it.
Yeah, it's a little hard with that basketball hoop. It is pulled up, but it's a little hard. Sometimes it does touch up there. It's definitely happened for the girls' season. There we go, better pass by the libero for Woodbridge. Set a little far off the net, trying to reach back and tip it, not over the net.
What would they call there if the ball does hit the net or one of the rims?
If it's tipped right into the net, it's still a point for Colonia, but if it does go over the net and they touch it, it's still a block. I mean, if they can pick it up, but nobody touched that ball, so it's already dead. That's why they gave that 4 signal for 4 touches.
I meant like if it hit the top of the hoop.
Oh, if it hits it, yeah, that's happened before. Actually, for my season, the first pass goes over, and it hit and it bounced like 4 or 5 times. You can still play it since it's on your side, and my libero gave me a great bump set, and I ended up getting a kill out of that play.
Wow.
It's one of my biggest, best clips I've ever had for Woodbridge High School. But yeah, that happens. You can still play it off. I mean, it's a little hard to try to track that ball when it gets lost up there. It's a little hard to see, especially with the lights being bright and everything. Another lefty serve, Eric Gruca here. Tight set, and Chris gets the pushes on that. Almost covered and turned it, but not quite.
And let's see if the lights are too bright for the Barons or the Patriots.
Yeah, no, definitely. We actually turn off the middle lights because it's very bright. The lights, they can get really in your eyes when you look up to hit that ball, you know. Home court advantage here, and that's a little far.
Senior Ari Gruca?
Eric Gruca.
Eric Gruca.
Yeah.
My apologies with the serve. Gets subbed out right away.
Yeah, usually he does after that run, and because he doesn't pass, they bring in a defensive specialist for him. Top spin easily picked up by Jeffrey here. Set a little wide. That actually ends up in on the court. They call it in the JFK. I mean, Colonia's complaining.
Yeah, that ball I think just went in.
Yeah, I think that's a great swing. I mean, he did have to reach back. I mean, that's a hard ball to get and make that one work.
I saw it hit the free throw line right there.
Well, the up ref did overturn that call. Great serve over past one-arm dig. And it's tipped over, still up.
Back-to-back digs for the Barons.
Yeah. And it's right put back down by Noah Sims. That ball was dead on that floor. Woodbridge trying to play it.
Some really impressive play from both teams. What are you seeing thus far?
I mean, I see that Colonia is up 7-4, but definitely doesn't feel like that. I see that Woodbridge is trying to get some good long rallies, but Daniel with a great serve. They can play that ball, but that's a little hard. That's a great reaction by number 23 on Woodbridge. That's a hard serve coming over that net. Got to get one pass on that. Daniel's still serving, going on a really good run right here. This serve is really good right now. Maybe that warm-up from the first game. Oh, I may have jinxed that.
You might have.
Well, he went on a great run. Maybe it works in my favor. For
He really,
Woodbridge.
Ashley, he really spins that ball when he throws it up. Man, there's a lot of...
He gets some spin on that, makes that drop right in front of the players. I mean, it makes it harder to pass. You can see he was targeting number 5 on the Woodbridge side. Now we have another topspin serve, one of our, I think, very few that we have. Number 23 for Woodbridge, and they get a kill out of that.
Noah Sims.
Yeah, giving him the ball a lot this set.
Impressive play by Sims as he gets the chance to serve now.
And goes back, he's gonna topspin it. That's a lefty top. The rotation on that ball is a little different from when it's a right hand. That's a Woodbridge point. It was a little close to the net there, but Muhammad, number 9 for Woodbridge, makes that one work. And then we have a middle sub here, and a pinch server going in. Number 2, Logan, is gonna go serve. He has a nice float serve. I've definitely seen that. It's a great serve. Maybe we can get some points for Woodbridge here. The score 9-6 for Colonia up. Little trouble overpass. Joust at the net with one hand for the setter, Colonia, and that's a great tip. The outside, seeing that your defender is far back. Now we sub right back at it, and Colonia is up by 4, 10-6. Libero serving for Colonia. It's a great take with Jeremiah Allen, number 5 for
Sanchez
Woodbridge.
with the bump. Sims with the spike, but...
Yeah, he's spiking from the back row. It's called a D ball for the back row attack. and just a little wide and long for that one.
Boy, it's tough to see from here. That looked to me like it was in, but
Yeah, it's a tough call, but when you're down there, it's a little bit easier to
Yeah,
see. I mean,
yeah.
from up here, it's a little hard to tell, especially from the angle. That's a great serve from Jordan, number 12 for Woodbridge, right in the seam between Daniel and Noah. That's a great seam serve. We call that the 6 and the 5 seam. That's a great serve. Miscommunication on Colonia's side. Score 10-8.
And
Colonia's still up.
Sims and Mikowski were a little shooken up there, but mistake by the Barons.
Yeah, right into that net. I mean, you know, serve right into the net, nothing you can do with that ball. It frees point for Colonia. We got McSwirly serving, number 10 for Colonia. That little top spin, just lands short. The middle actually passes that. And Eric Ruka finds that ball. The middle swings on that. I'm going to tip it right over the net and couldn't pick it up on Woodbridge's side.
Yeah, a little bit too close to the net there as it smacked right into the net.
Yeah, it's hard to pick that ball up, you know. It's a great tip by Daniel.
Now McSorley's turn.
Yeah, up by 4, Colonia. A short serve right to the center. That's a great spot. Had to hit the tape on that one. Affected the pass. In this rotation for Woodbridge, we don't have any outside hitter or oppo drop back. So when our setter, Johnny, number 30, he actually passes that ball, we have number 22 set for 1 point, which is a hard rotation for Woodbridge, but that's a great pass. Johnny's able to get his hands on that, and they side out right here. Some momentum for Woodbridge. They're doing their little celebration, get some energy back on the Woodbridge side. Number 23 goes back in, and number 9's back out. We have
If there's
Danny,
one
number
thing both teams don't lack, it's definitely confidence.
Oh, for sure. Energy on both sides is very key for this game. And I'd say, you know, your mentality it's about 50% of this game. And the skill, I mean, of course, but, you know, your mental state comes with it. Great pass in the dump.
Wow.
Nobody's there.
Great.
Nobody read that one. That's a great dump.
It's a great dump by Matt Bum.
that was great vision to see that.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's there. I mean, liberos in 6, that's the one thing, you know, in college, they have their liberos in 5. Usually they can read that because they're, you know, best passer, but not on Woodbridge, you know. Free ball, and that's a little long. Woodbridge got to get it together. I mean, Colonia's up by 6, 15-9. And that's a timeout for Woodbridge.
It's a little bit of a kind of carbon copy of the first game when they were playing against JFK, right?
Yeah,
you know, Colonia
definitely.
kind of dominated that. Hey, you know, we got a little break here. It's a good time to mention our production team that's here with Ashley and Dylan and myself. Is Emil Brindolfi, who's been with us for many years, as long as I can remember, and Will Rubiano. Guys doing a great job covering the game, and we appreciate working with you. As we come back into play after this timeout with Ashley and Dylan, representing Woodbridge High School in Colonia.
Glad to be here. Thank you so much, Woodbridge TV, for the opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nice to have you know, to have you guys on board, and Ashley, you certainly bring some expertise, and you're very smooth in your delivery, and Dylan, you're doing a great job, and I wish you a lot of luck in your future, and I look forward to seeing you both next year. You're only juniors, so you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we got one more year.
That's great.
This, but I definitely feel like my expertise comes from playing the sport.
Yeah,
I feel
absolutely.
Like it's easier.
There's there are a lot of broadcasters who started as players and end up becoming broadcasters, and it makes us good broadcasters because they know the game and they know how to analyze it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a great pass. Close to a double there. And there comes a block from freshman number 11 on Woodbridge. That's some great hang time blocking the...
I was about to point out, Woodbridge does have a few freshmen on their team.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, on the roster, they're starting for varsity. You know, we have a few. I mean, like I said, a young team for sure. A few seniors, a few freshmen, mixing it up. Coach Jay's definitely trying to get them into the game, freshmen. I mean, he doesn't care about your grade, cares about your skill and what you bring on the court.
Colonia actually is the complete opposite. They don't have any freshmen on the team. It's all sophomores, juniors, and seniors.
Yeah, that's why I said they're very experienced team. They have that connection, you know. Sometimes we don't have that because we're, you know, freshmen that are coming in. Sometimes don't have that connection with the senior. overpass, and Daniel takes care of that as a middle blocker. I mean, that's his job. Really takes care of that one. Got to get a pass on that.
I think he saw that coming. He was
Definitely. That's like a birthday cake ball. That's what we call that.
yeah.
It's, easy ball right over the plane of the net. You just get up and you wham it down.
Colonia bumping up their lead to 7.
Great serve right to the setter. It results in a bump set. And wow, that's a bad pass from Colonia. Very unexpected. I mean, it was a roll shot from number 21 on Woodbridge, but couldn't pick it up. I mean, Colonia still leads 17-11. And Eric Ruka back to serve, number 22 for Woodbridge.
Let's see how he serves this one.
See, right now we are trying something new for Woodbridge, a new setter. We took out number 30, something new. Number 12 is now setting for this one rotation. Great serve right in the corner. Wow, he called it out.
He called it out.
I don't know if I agree with that call.
Nope, because the up ref saw it, and he actually overruled that call. That's a great call. I mean, I see that the line judge is a little far back. It's hard for him to see that call. It is hard when the players, there's a lot of pressure
Absolutely.
for that kind of call, but I mean, right into the net, kind of cancels it out. But I mean, it's still a great serve in the corner.
Yeah, that ball had eyes. It was in the exact spot where nobody was.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's a hard serve to pull off. And he's a lefty server. I mean, there's a different type of rotation on that ball. He's a great float. Dan back to serve, picked up by the freshman, number 1. Sets a little off, but touch on that block and this communication between the setter, Matt B, and Daniel, number 26. We got number 23, Chris Payon, going back to serve, and we got Muhammad back in the front row, outside hitter number 9 for Woodbridge.
Who would you say has been the player of the game so far for the Barons?
I mean, I feel like it's really just a teamwork thing. I mean, our passing is there. I mean, sometimes we struggle with that serve receive, and that could be a make or break for our game. But, I mean, we're coming back point by point. Got to go on some runs and get some serves in and, some communication sometimes. And that's a great serve.
Yeah, wow.
Ace on that. That's a great topspin by Chris. I mean,
A lot of velocity.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely gets out there standing at 6'3". And he was originally a middle blocker. He started the season off. But now Coach Jay sees him more as an outside. And I think that was a great decision by Coach Jay. Now the score 18-14. Colonia is still in the lead. Top spin right into the net. A little off on that toss there.
And head coach PJ Djokovic has definitely assembled a really solid squad here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think he knows the game pretty well. I mean, he's been doing it for a few years now. I do forget how long, but he definitely has that experience.
Is he the head coach of the women's team too?
Yes. He does varsity for both. And I see that he just made a decision to keep number 23, Chris, in the game. Usually they sub him out for another passer, another DS. But he made a good decision. He came out with a great pass. It resulted in a side out. Muhammad with the kill. Now Mills going back to serve. That means our libero is out. It's 19-15. Colonia still in that lead, up by 4. See if Woodbridge can come back.
Number 21, Dylan Saab with the...
Nice. That's a great dig. One-arm dig by, Jeremiah, number 5. Tight to the net, tipped, and that's out. I believe the line judge does not know. He has no call. They give the point to Woodbridge. The down ref is a little close to that ball. I'd say he called that one out. The left-hand tip by Colonia. Woodbridge creeping their way back in, only down by 3.
Dylan will try again, but mistake by the sophomore middle back.
I do say one of our things for Woodbridge is our serves. We're either really on or really off. And when we get that missed serve, it might affect our energy and momentum in that game. Close game here.
Nick Sanchez.
It's a great set.
Wow. He called that out?
Yes, it was. I do believe it was a little out, but I do see that number 9 for which Muhammad is trying to argue for a touch, but that's a little hard to see for the up ref. Such a hard swing, but Colonia point there. Hard float, great pass, run the middle. He tips it and called a net on number 10 for Colonia. Swirly playing middle.
Could you explain how that rule works?
I'm sorry?
Could you explain how that rule works?
Yeah, I
The
don't
net
know.
call?
Yeah.
Oh, see, like when they're blocking, usually the down ref is on the blocking side. Usually that's when you get the most net calls. And he was trying to block the ball, and just a little close, touches the net. That's all. Another miss served for Woodbridge. Missing a lot of serves here right into the net. Makes not even a chance for Woodbridge to get a point.
Yeah, that's crucial. That's
Definitely.
crucial.
I think that's maybe even 3 or 4. It's crucial points. They're only down by 5. Would have been a close game.
McSorley's turn to serve.
That's a great pass. By Libero, tip it. On the back row. Good up by Johnny, and then just smacked down by Dan, taking care of that overpass.
And Mikowski was ready for that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's ready to go. He did that a few times in the JFK game, taking care of that overpass. And that's the middle's job, I'd say. They work on that a lot.
Sorley goes again.
And a great pass by number 23. Sets the oppo and hits the antenna off. I will say that antenna is not the best. Definitely falls off maybe 3 or 4 times a game. And that's set point for Colonia, 24-17. McSwirly, number 10, still serving for Colonia. See if Woodbridge can sign out here, maybe get some momentum to the next set.
24-17, Colonia.
And missed serve on set point.
Wow.
Happens quite a bit. My one coach for JV says this a lot. Nobody wants that last point to close out that set. Gotta make it interesting.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 9 for the Barons will go.
There's a lot of pressure on him for that ball. And a little tip over the block. I mean, and it's passed right out. Ends that set against Colonia, 25-18. Colonia taking that.
And that tip works numbers for Colonia.
Yeah, that's a great tip right over that block. It's a perfect spot. Miscommunication. Couldn't pick that ball up.
Good strategy. So you have Ashley from Woodbridge High School and Dylan from Colonia, and we'll be back for our second set of this tri-match. Stay tuned.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
All right, we're back for our second set. The home Woodbridge Barons hosting Colonia. Colonia winning the first set. And joining me are Dylan from Colonia High School, who's a broadcaster himself, covered Colonia High School basketball. Ashley's bringing the technical aspect of the game to us, being a player herself, her junior captain right here at Woodbridge. So, Ashley, Dylan, what's your take on the second set here?
I mean, Woodbridge, they did pretty good keeping up with Colonia, I say, more than JFK did in that first set. Trying to keep up with them, maybe the missed serves. Maybe if they can get that underneath control, I'd say they'd be better off. I mean, set ended, I think it was 25-18 maybe?
Yep.
I believe. Colonia taking care of business in that set. I mean, let's see if they Woodbridge can come back with an answer, fight back for that second set, make me take it to 3.
Dylan, your thoughts here? You got the homeboys there with Colonia High School.
Absolutely. Colonia High School just coming off a fresh win, 6-2 on the year against JFK, and they're right back working on their business here at Woodbridge.
And this tri-match, you can see the special shirts that all the players are wearing. It's a symbol of acceptance, autism awareness, and we see the young Chris gets out there and does the honorary first serve of the games. And here we go with our second set.
Starting off with a dig from Woodbridge there. McSorley's ready. Sims with the spike.
That's
Good
a
tip
great
by
play.
Woodbridge.
Free ball coming over the net. That's a great spot. They can run their outside. That ball's a little wide. This is a rotation where the opposite and the outside play the opposites for them. They switch just to move around the offense for Woodbridge. And a great pass again. Bump set to Muhammad. Great in the corner. That's a great spot. Get some momentum and energy on that Woodbridge side. Tied right up at 1. We got number 1 for Woodbridge going back to serve. And he's serving again right into that net. I mean, it killed us in the last set. Let's hope that's not a pattern for us in the second set.
I believe that was Daniel Guerrero with the unsuccessful serve.
Yeah, his float serve is usually pretty good, especially being left-handed. That makes a difference with the rotation of the ball. Makes it a little bit harder to handle. And he gets served right at. I mean, this results in a free ball short on that Colonia side. They can run their middle. High reach by Dan here, and Woodbridge couldn't return that ball.
Jeffrey fell down awkwardly there. It's a good thing he's okay.
Yeah, definitely on the libero. I mean, I feel like he's so used to being on the floor and in the back row trying to get that ball up to play that defensive spot. That's a great pass. Run their middle, and results in a kill from freshman number 11, Eric, on Woodbridge side. And now libero Jeffrey, number 18 for Woodbridge, goes back and serves. Barron's down by 1, 3-2, Colonia up.
He's a big fella at number 11 if he's a freshman. Wow.
Yeah, 6'1". I mean, for a freshman, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's only going to grow.
Yeah, exactly. Freshman year, I mean, he still has a lot more time to grow. You know, I see what coach is doing, putting the freshmen in, you know, trying to get that young team, play with some seniors, get that experience for maybe future years to come. Tight pass, and he couldn't pick that one up.
Ball goes under the net there, Colonia point.
Yeah, it's a little hard when it falls right on that bottom of the net. You got to meet it, or it's not going to come up. I mean, it's a little hard to do that one. I'd say we actually do practice that. But in a game like scenario, it's a little hard, especially when our setter, Johnny's back row. Hard serve, tight overpass, and Liam gets a swing at it. We get a block touch. Great play over the net. And we call, I think, 4 touches on that.
Too many hits.
A weird call. I mean, I thought that was a block touch.
Yeah, that's what
I'm confused on that.
Yeah. I'm glad you're confused because I'm certainly
confused.
confused.
That's a bad call, I believe. That was a great touch on that. That was legal, I believe. I think the only thing they may have called was a lift by number 23, but I guess not. They're gonna stick with their call. 4 touches, I guess. Daniel's still serving. Hard serve. They can play it off the ceiling. And they cannot get that ball.
Woodbridge struggling to find an answer here. What does Woodbridge need to do to come back in this game, Ashley?
I mean, this is a really tough serve. I mean, Daniel's got his rhythm from playing the last game against JFK. May have not had it, but in this game, you know, he got his topspin down. That's a great serve. Maybe change it up, have somebody drop back.
Daniel Lakowski.
Let's see if we can do this.
Absolutely on a roll here.
Yeah, I mean, 8-2, that's a great run. It's a little hard to come back when you're in this deep of a hole. For Woodbridge, we tend to do that a little bit, but we'll find a way. Gotta get a pass, and that one goes long.
A little too much power for Lakowski there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can go on a run here.
But that's a great run, but the run ends for Colonia. Woodbridge now have a chance to come back here.
Yeah, that's a really hard serve. I mean, I would probably run away from that ball.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, little easy float over, easily picked up, and that results in a kill for number 10 on Colonia.
McSorley with the kill.
Yeah, if you don't get enough power on a float serve, then sometimes it feels like just a free ball for the other side. They usually get a kill out of that.
6-point lead for the Patriots now.
Another topspin serve and really short pass. I don't think Woodbridge is really converting here. Can't get that first pass, makes it hard on the setter. Another topspin serve and overpass and out. If we can't get a first pass on here, I don't know if we can be in the second set. Now Woodbridge calls that timeout.
Woodbridge definitely to talk it over now, 11-3.
The last 2 servers for Colonia really have been dominant. I mean, they've been putting those points up and putting Woodbridge on the defense.
Those topspin serves are very lethal. I mean, they're both juniors, and I have played with both of them, and then I've been on the receiving end of them, and they're quite hard. Especially Noah Sims with his left-hand topspin has a curve that you don't see so often. And Daniel, he just rips that ball, and it comes right at you. It's really really hard serve, I'd say. I see Woodbridge why they're struggling here. Back-to-back serving like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Greg actually said it before. It's crazy how high he puts it up in the air before he serves it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they time that, but
Practice.
that's their serve. I mean, if you know how to do it, you keep doing it well, and I'd stick with it.
Yeah. And this young man that's serving now, number 4, has really got a nice
Noah
thing going
Sims.
too. Yeah, Noah.
Yeah, definitely. And that left-hand topspin is really hard to handle. It has a different spin, especially with Daniel serving right before him too. There we go. That's a great pass from our libero. That's a touch on that block, I believe. Really?
No, I didn't see where it was very tight. It was a very tight play.
Yeah, definitely. It was just a little long.
I thought so, yeah.
Sims will try again.
Another top spin off pass. Setter still gets it, gets a swing out of it. Picked up by the libero for Colonia, and then
Wow.
little long on that one. Home run on that one, I guess.
Yeah. That was in the upper decks.
Yeah, Colonia has a little bit of room to work with, I believe, being up 12-4. Let's see if Woodbridge can get some points going a run, point by point.
Lead is now 8 for the Patriots.
Topspin serve, tight to net. Muhammad pushes it, but Matt B gets that second push, and Woodbridge can't return that ball.
Colonia is rolling right now as Liam gets subbed out for Isaiah Barber.
Yeah.
This game you really need momentum in this game.
Definitely. No, we definitely got that first great pass. Sets a little off. Miscommunication on Woodbridge's side. High set to the outside and blocked, but they call it touch on the line judge on that block.
Really interesting call. I thought Matt hit it out.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I guess maybe on the cover we just didn't see that and touched it, that's all.
Yeah, I was following the ball and it was out, but the lower judge was watching the net, as you said before, Ashley, and I think that's where the infraction was.
Yeah. Short float. Jerry gets there and they're able to run the middle on that ball. They run the D ball, a little roll shot. Picked up by Chris, but not able to return that ball.
And now Colonia starting to run away with it a little bit. This can't happen for the Barons so far.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, 15-4 is a big lead here. It's a big hole that Woodbridge have to come out of if they want to come back in the second set.
Another
Already
chance
down.
for the libero, Nick Sanchez. Another point for Colonia. And what has been the biggest reason of why Colonia has been able to have such a big lead here in the second game against Woodbridge?
I say against Woodbridge, our serve receive is a little off, but and they've been just coming at us with their serves. I mean, they did just miss one now. I mean, with our combo of not being able to serve sometimes and our serve receive being off, it's a tough thing to get out of, and they get into holes sometimes a little hard to get out of.
Great analysis.
And here we go with another serve, picked up by Dan, tight pass.
Isaiah
Results in a
goes,
free ball.
hits it over. Woodbridge got to answer back.
Get a set, he tips over the net, outside passes it, they can run their middle. Easy tip, picked up by the setter. Miscommunication and can't get that ball back over. There's no libero on the court. Usually when the setter gets that first ball, it's a smart tip. There's a libero on the court to get that second touch and set a hitter up, but that serve, your middle was serving and your libero was out. So nobody called that second ball. That results in a Colonia point. Top spin serve, it's a little short. And that's a great serve by number 10 for Colonia. That's great court vision over there, seeing that spot's wide open. I mean, it's a great serve.
It's one thing to see it, but then to actually place it right there
Exactly,
was pretty amazing.
Now into the net, that's a free point for Woodbridge. I mean, see if they can convert here, going a run. We got a nice float serve coming up by Jordan number 12 for Woodbridge.
5'7" outside hitter.
Yeah, definitely on the short side, but he does get up there. I say his vertical is very nice. And right now this game, that's a great block by freshman number 11,
He
Eric.
is pumped up so far in this game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, getting a big block on that. And as a freshman playing your rival school, Colonia, I mean, I'd be pumped up too. Especially you need some energy here at the end.
Definitely bringing the heat, but still down by 11.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got to keep it going if we want to come back. And we can't get the ball up there.
Yeah,
And that is a great play by Isaiah Barber.
Yeah, that's a great swing. Deep corner swing. I mean, very intelligent.
I think he trapped him there because if he could get out of the way, I think that would have won out.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, standing at 6'3", it's a little hard to see that ball is going to go out.
Yeah.
You really got to recognize that before you pass that. That's a great pass by our libero. Sets the oppo, tip right into the campfire. Nobody can pick that ball up.
And that was a really impressive tip by Muhammad.
Yeah,
Great
right
awareness.
between the block, yeah. It's great court vision. He's subbed down. We got number 1, Danny, going to serve. See if he can get some points go. Another lefty float here. We got 2 lefties on for Woodbridge. And Danny's there, and Johnny picks it up, and Eric Ruka at the net. And that ball, try to kick it up. Can't get that ball up.
You're allowed to do that, Ashley?
You are.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I actually have a clip of me kicking the ball up, and it goes over and it lands on the other side. I don't know how, but
Wow.
it did. Yeah, you're not. The coach tells you not to because you're supposed to move your feet. But I mean, whatever works to get that ball up, right? Can't be mad.
I'm assuming you only kick it if it's really a last-ditch effort.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my feet were so stuck on the floor, and I'm like, oh no, I can't get that ball. So I really just try to stick my foot out, and it just happened. Usually it doesn't work. I'd say about 90% of the time it's a failed effort. But that 10%, if it does happen, I mean, and playing soccer, if you do play soccer, it comes in handy. That's a good kill for Colonia. Still up by 10, 20-10 here. See if Woodbridge can come back, get a good side out.
Barber and Sanchez are subbed out. (20-10), Colonia.
Pink server did miss their serve right into the net. See if some momentum can go back on Woodbridge's side. And libero number 18, Jeffrey, is serving. And libero for Colonia number 3 is right back in there. Gets served out right away and gets a good pass. They set up their oppo, and big block on that side.
Brick wall from the Barons.
And number 23, Christopher Payon, big block over there. Used to be a middle blocker, and he's switching, playing outside right now. That's a brick wall, especially with Dylan, number 21 for Woodbridge. They're quite unstoppable together. Off pass, has to bump set it. Great bump set. And can't get a block on that one. Hits the antenna, goes out. It's a great tool.
So Colonia is 4 points away from sweeping this tri-match.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I will say they are a great team, very experienced. And passed kind of tight to the net. And hit the net on that one. Eric Ruka, number 22 for Woodbridge. Colonia point, 22-12. Still up by 10. Quite a big lead. I mean, happened in the beginning of the set. Hard to get out of that.
Just an impressive performance by Colonia, not just the JFK game, but this game as well.
Wow, big block by number 29. That's a great read on that. Beautiful pass by number 30, but then Eric Ruka tried to take a swing on that, being left-handed. But number 29 read that really well. You know, one of our bigger servers for Colonia, targeting number 30 and can't pick that ball up.
Just tipped the net on the way over, too. And I think you've said,
Yeah.
Ashley, a few times that kind of throws off the other team when it hits the net.
For sure, especially as a freshman. I mean, it is hard to realize that if you're not playing. I mean, sometimes experience helps with that, reading the ball. Oh, it's coming short, being able to react and move your feet.
And just like that, match point for Colonia.
And it's up by Danny, and then they were able to pick it up, send a free ball over.
Sanchez is ready. Sims is ready for the spike.
And
It is
he
blocked.
gets blocked by Dylan. Wow, number 21. That's a big block. That was a straight down block. You don't see that every day, especially on a big swing like number 4 for Colonia. Get some energy back on Woodbridge's side. They need quite the run here. Being set point, a lot of pressure on Eric Ruka, number 22.
Denied and rejected
Yeah,
is
definitely.
Colonia.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that one hurts, but I mean, look at the score. I mean, it's a little hard to come back now. I mean,
Never say never as
yeah, definitely.
McSorley goes.
Great dig, but it does go out.
And as we will take some time, Colonia still up though 25-13. How does Woodbridge potentially come back here? Oh, sorry, that's the game.
Yeah, that's it. They won the 2, so now we're going to settle in, and we'll see Woodbridge and JFK play in the third match of the evening. We're here for Acceptance Day, Autism Awareness. I'm here with Ashley and Dylan, and we'll be back for our third match. Again, it will be Woodbridge against JFK here at Woodbridge High School. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.